Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we're taking a closer look at installing and of course dyno testing the Bama Rev X tuner from SCT with 2 custom tunes available for the 15 to 17 EcoBoost Mustang. Now before we jump into the details of the tunes and the Rev X device itself, what do you say we just take a look at the most important part, the dyno graph? Now taking a look at this graph here guys, we strapped down our EcoBoost Mustang to the dyno to establish a baseline run with 93 octane in the tank, bone stock otherwise, walked away with 258 horsepower, 277 pound-feet of torque at the rear wheels. We then uploaded our 93 race tune from Bama on our Rev X device, ran it again under the same conditions with 93 in the tank, walked away with 283 horsepower and 342 pound-feet of torque at the rear wheels. That's good for peak gains of 25 horsepower and 65 torque at the rear wheels. Those numbers alone are really good, but let's take a look at the curve gains as well. Under the curve, we're seeing gains as big as 44 horsepower and as much as 60 torque at the rear wheels. Now guys, the curve gains are really what's gonna make a difference out on the road. That's something you will actually feel. Throttle response and acceleration drastically improved, and overall performance is maximized with that 93 tune. And that's just a simple pump gas tune on a stock vehicle. Once you throw bolt-ons into the mix, it gets even better. Now let's take a look at the Rev X tuner here with those 2 tunes. Now Bama includes an 87 octane and that 93 race tune that we just saw in action on the dyno. Now the 87 tune is going to be a great option for the daily driver or even the weekend warrior out there, just looking for a little something extra out on the road without having to go with a 93 or more expensive pump gas. It's just going to give you a little bit more out of the vehicle, making it a little bit more fun to carve corners and a little bit more fun on that daily commute. If you're really looking to maximize the performance, of course 93 is going to be the way to go. Now you need to use the higher octane fuels for the 93 octane tune from Bama. Of course, that goes without saying. Now basically the 93 tune is going to maximize the gains, and it's going to take a number of things into consideration. Bama's going to tinker with the air-fuel ratio, spark, timing, and a number of other parameters while keeping safety in mind for your vehicle to give you what you need out of the Mustang. Now, aside from the tunes themselves, there's a number of other features on the Rev X that you want to take advantage of, including the DTC code reader, diagnostic trouble code being your check engine light. If that ugly check engine light comes on in the dash, plug this guy in, you can read the code, get a description, and clear the code right on the device without needing a separate OBD2 dongle. You can do it by yourself in the driveway. Now, in addition to that, there's the gauges and data log screen. Gauges being you can monitor live engine vitals within arm's reach and the eyesight of the driver. Now, those parameters, things like air-fuel ratio, coolant temp, intake temp, sensors, and so many more. You can customize what the gauge screen looks like, monitor anywhere from 1 up to 8 options at once. You can also data log right on the device. Now, anytime you want to check your performance, you can run a data log, you can communicate that back to Bama. You can even communicate it using the cloud feature on the device. The cloud being essentially wireless capabilities. You can upload your tunes to the cloud, receive tunes from the cloud from Bama, including any revisions that you have made. You can send your data log to and from the cloud, and all you need is Wi-Fi access. Wi-Fi capabilities are on the device as well for wireless updating for the software and firmware for your SCT device. SCT occasionally throws out a new update, so you can periodically check for those without even needing a laptop or computer. With this device and any Bama tune that you purchase, you're automatically enrolled in the free Tunes for Life program from Bama Performance. What that basically means is anytime you add or remove a power adder, such as a cold air intake, long tube headers, or even a catback, all you have to do is hit up Bama. They'll revise your current tunes to include or remove whatever changes you've made to maximize your vehicle's performance free of any additional charge. All included in the kit. The kit itself comes in right around $400, so it's a hugely worthwhile value. The install, I'm going to give 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Anybody can tackle this in the driveway at home with about 30 minutes from start to finish. No real hand tools are needed, just what's in the kit. And I'd recommend picking up some sort of windshield mount to mount this guy within arm's reach. Now I'm going to walk you through every step of the process, including how to upload your tune and all of the features and how to use them on your device. So what do you say we head over to our EcoBoost? Guys, first step, grab the harness included in the kit. You're going to plug the OBD2 side into the port under your driver's side dashboard on the left-hand side. All right, once that's plugged in, take the other end, plug it into the top of your Rev X. Now we're good to start tuning. All right, from the main menu here, guys, we have a lot of options, but I want to take you straight into actually tuning your vehicle. You're going to start by selecting Program Vehicle from the top, confirm your VIN. Now, if you're pulling something from the cloud, internet will be required, or if it's the first time you're booting up your device, you want to connect to the Wi-Fi. So that's going to be something we're going to connect to right now, and we'll come back when we begin to select our tune. All right, from here you want to make sure your key is on, but the engine has not started, and press continue. All right, from here we're going to select 93 race and move right into tuning our vehicle. Now you'll have a couple of different options, 87, 91, 93. We want to focus on the highest octane, so 93 performance or 93 race, but from here you want to select whichever tune you want to move forward with. Confirm that it'll disable that preloaded tune. If it says your device is not paired, press confirm to pair it. If you want to make additional changes to your tune, you can do so now, but we'll hit skip and move forward with that base file that Bama has written for us. We'll press continue. From here it moves on to save your stock tune to the device, and then after that, of course, it'll move into writing the tune itself. At this point, you don't want to unplug the device or turn the vehicle off unless it tells you to. Just keep an eye on the device. It may tell you to turn the ignition off and on a few times. You want to stand by and let it do its thing. All right, at this point, it's instructing us to turn the key off, back on. All right, programming complete. You can hit done, take you back to the main menu. Now at this point, you can unplug your device and you'll be good to go. Now, instead of us unplugging this, I want to take you through some of the other features of the Rev X while we're here. So aside from program vehicle at the main menu, gauges and data log is your next selection. Now this is going to be great for the guys who want to keep an eye on live engine vitals on the fly and who maybe want to take advantage of data logging right on the device without needing a laptop or another set of devices. From here you want to select your proper configuration. So we're working in an 18, so you want to scroll down and find Ford Gas 08 and newer. It's a gas vehicle, it's newer than 08, that's the one you want. It's more of the baseline that it starts off with. And there it scans the data log and it'll bring up your gauges. Now, right off the bat, there's 2 you can track, but you can change this to track up to 8 vitals at once. So in this case, it's tracking boost and control module voltage. But say we want to change control module voltage to coolant temp. You can select that, hit approve, and it replaces that with coolant temp. So now we have boost up top, coolant temp on the bottom. You can go to the right and select gauge layout, and you can change how you track those vitals. So again, you can track up to 8. So this is going to be our biggest viewing screen. So we have boost, power, so on and so forth. Air fuel ratio bank 1. There's so many things you can track. You can replace any of them, and as you can see, there's just a number of different things you can track. RPM, spark advance, so on and so forth. So really useful for guys who want to track this. If you have a windshield mount, or if you want to track this within arm's reach, you can mount that. That's always a good way to go. And then finally, you can start recording a data log, you can stop recording a data log, and you can select a file to either upload to the cloud to send to your tuner, or if you want to download it, you can do so here. Now, if you hit stop data log, it'll take you right back to the main menu. Under that, vehicle functions will give you a DTC code reader, diagnostic trouble code, otherwise your check engine light. If that comes on, plug this device in. You don't need to go to your local auto parts store. You don't need to pick up a code reader. It's right on this device. It'll give you the code, a description, and allow you to clear it here. Special functions, more like cam relearn, cam reset, those things most people won't need to touch, but it is there. Now, if you go down here, vehicle info and device info are 2 very similar. Vehicle info is going to give you your VIN, your ECU strategy code, a number of other things relating to your vehicle's ECU. So if you ever need to request a new tune, vehicle info will give you some of those pieces of data that you need. Device info, same thing but for your device. Serial number, device number, the update software that you're on, the firmware version, so on and so forth. And then device settings, the top 4 are going to be pretty important. So you can check for updates, which Rev X or SCT does often put out updates for the Rev X. You can do that here wirelessly, or you can plug it into a laptop and use the device updater. Cloud file sync allows you to either pull tunes from the cloud that Bama has placed there for you, so you can download that wirelessly, or you can upload your data log files that we just went over to the cloud here, view them, and give them to Bama or your local tuner. Now, uploading data log to cloud, just like I said, that is the selection there, and then Wi-Fi allows you to do those things wirelessly. So if you're trying to connect to the cloud or check for updates, you want to be in access of Wi-Fi. Under that, very simple device things. You can change the brightness, orientation if you want to change it to landscape. Theme, you can change that from dark red to light blue. Just changes things up a little bit right on the fly. You can go light red if you want to go with a white background. Whatever's easier for you. There's a number of different ways you can view this. Finally, audio. There's a beep every time you hit a button. You can turn that off. And you can select the startup function. If you want this to automatically go to your gauges screen or data log screen every time you plug this in, you can set that so every time it turns on, it goes straight to that screen. You can do a factory reset, and then finally back to the main menu. So that's all your Rev X. That's what you'll need to know. It's got some really important features that you can definitely take advantage of. Well guys, that's gonna wrap up my review, install, and dyno test for our Bama Rev X device with 2 custom tunes available for the 15 to 17 EcoBoost Mustang. You can pick yours up right here at AmericanMuscle.com.